Zest. 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 Zest.
Hi everyone. Today we're talking about Lemongrass Vitality Essential Oil. That's right, Lemongrass Vitality. And so in this bottle, there's about 90 to 100 drops of lemongrass essential oil, organic lemongrasses. This is an organic lemongrass. Cost me $4.99 at a value price store, and it is organic. So if you're going to pay $4.99 and you have the potency of about 1 drop of this for one, or you have 90 to 100 drops for $6.50 with more nutrition, which one do you think gives you the most value? Something to think about, okay? So we're cooking with it today, and you can also take it orally as a dietary supplement. First, I want to share with you the constituents. Then I will share with you a little bit about the food. And then I will share with you the value of eating lemongrass vitality and taking it as a dietary supplement, okay? We have lemongrass and ginger and lime sorbet. So we have our lemongrass, which we used the essential oil. We used the lime essential oil, and we used ginger. And so here's some real ginger, and here is the ginger essential oil, okay? And the recipe is at the end here. And then I put a little bit more lemongrass in some, made a couple different recipes. That's why some of it's a little yellower than the others. So this had a little bit more lime, this had a little bit more lemongrass, and then I decorated it up with Ningxia wolfberries. So this is our lemongrass and ginger and lime sorbet. Delicious, very healthy. You can tweak it if you'd like. If you want to make it a little bit creamier, you can add in some coconut milk or coconut cream. If you like it just the way it is, then you don't need to. It's delicious, nutritious, and of course, it's dairy-free. So, being that Nick is filming today, he gets to eat everything, and he's gonna probably dive in and have some. And then he'll be like, oh my goodness. So he'll show you with his thumbs probably, if he's got 1 thumbs up, 2 thumbs, whatever, how it tastes, all right? So what's in this lemongrass vitality? Well, there's geraniol at 35 to 45%. There's geraniol, so there's geraniol, Gerinal, and OL at 5 to 10%. There's nerol at 25 to 40%. I want you to hear that. 25 to 40% nerol. What does that sound like? What system of the body does that sound like, okay? And then, of course, we have trans-beta caryophyllene, anywhere from 2 to 6%. All right, so that's what's in this. Those are the constituents. I'm going to get going with the food a little bit more so Nick can start eating before it gets cold. We also made this exquisite squash soup. So I put in here, I put the nutmeg vitality oil. I put, of course, lemongrass, and I put ginger. Now, I made this one vegan. If you're not going to make it vegan, I used really good chicken stock. You can use chicken bone broth, whatever you'd like, and I used real butter. For the vegans, I used avocado oil, and I used vegetable stock. And then I, of course, seasoned it, and I used a giant butternut squash, really large butternut squash, huge. And then what I did was I put like 3 to 4 drops of lemongrass in. I put 2 drops of ginger, and I put 2 drops of nutmeg. And then I seasoned it, of course, to taste. So we're going to let Nick have some now, and then he can let you know what his thoughts are. Okay? And then, of course, we have the risotto. This is the risotto, and I call it a robust risotto. This is Borneo rice. And what did I put? And I also made this vegan. And so I used, again, the vegetable stock, and I used avocado oil. And so what did I use? I used the Borneo rice, as I mentioned. I put in here mushrooms. I put in here small green onions, chopped the whole thing up. I put in here a variety of delicious carrots. I used all the orange ones up to make it colored. And then I put in asparagus as well. Okay. And so this is all what I put in here. And then, of course, lemongrass. And this recipe is at the end also. And so and I use the essential oil. So Nick, how's the soup tasting? 1 thumb or 2 thumbs? Okay, now Nick is going to taste the risotto. All right, so here he goes. He gets that, and then he gets to dive into the dessert. So, and if you want more recipes, here are 2 really good books that we have. This is a gluten-free recipe by Tara Rayburn. Really phenomenal book, family-friendly, easy to use, easy for the children to cook with even. And then, of course, this is Terry Seacrest's book. Her mother was a cordon bleu trained chef, and Terry converted all her mom's recipes in with essential oils and so forth. So you'll see that they're actually delicious recipes, easy to use, family friendly. Okay, really good. And we have these books. If you want to get a hold of them, you can contact my office. And here's Tara's. Now we're going to switch to, so here's some fun things with Tara. So there's a lot of really fun, let's see if I can get this here for you. Just every recipe has full color pictures, every recipe. So it's a very good, it's quite a thick book, and it's definitely a good investment, easy to use. And she's got Young Living oils in both of these. Okay, so let's talk about the value and the benefits of Vitality lemongrass oil. Well, do you know, in the Phytotherapy Research Journal, lemongrass was found when it was topically applied to have extreme effects of, let's just say, kicking fungus to the curb. So imagine if you used the regular lemongrass topically and the Vitality internally, the fun results you're going to get. They also said that it has phenomenal ability with our digestive system. And those unwanted, unwelcome visitors that may show up if we eat a lot of raw foods or if we have a lot of pets around, if you understand what I'm saying, that tend to get in our body, we're like, ooh, where did those nasty things come from? Well, lemongrass decides to be the ultimate terminator with those as well. Lemongrass is phenomenal. Remember that neural constituent? Well, again, put it together. What part of the body do you think that would be good for? All right, really phenomenal for that aspect. Great for people who obviously have blood sugar concerns, and they may or may not have challenges with their legs and their feet. And lemongrass would be an exemplary oil to put on there. Especially any of you who've got, let's just say, toes and toenails that are not, or fingernails that are not clean and white and pink and natural colored. If there's some stuff going on there, lemongrass is going to be your good friend, and you may want to add a little bit of oregano or Melrose to really amp it up. Additionally, for me, because I've tended to have weaker kidneys from the autoimmune situation, lemongrass has been my great friend for that whole, I take it internally, and you can apply it topically. For me though, I have a tender tummy, so I will put it in some coconut oil and take it that way. And it works exceedingly well, okay? It's also great for ladies, if you know what I mean. Why whenever you go anywhere, you have to, okay, where's the bathroom? And it can get real frustrating when you have that more than a little bit of a burning sensation, if you know what I mean. Lemongrass Vitality, to the rescue there as well. And there's so many options for lemongrass Vitality. Now remember the geraniol and the geraniol. Okay, if you look those up, those have powerful, the antis. Any anti you want to throw at it, okay? We call it the anti-cousins. So, and you can look those up as well to go after those anti-cousins. And so lemongrass Vitality, phenomenal also for our circulatory system. One of the best things you can do for our circulatory system. Rub it on. And if you're a person who's got tired legs and puffy legs and swollen legs, my gosh, lemongrass. And definitely you can take it internally, and then of course get the traditional for the topical. So there's some fun options for lemongrass. And in addition to cooking with it as a dietary supplement, now it's really potent, so you don't need a lot, okay? You don't need a lot, just a little bit. And if you've got a tender tummy, definitely put it in coconut oil or avocado oil or something like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this lemongrass, and Nick has better than half of the risotto gone since we gave it to him. So I'm gonna ask him how many thumbs up. Is it like all these fingers or just thumbs, or what do we got? How's it tasting? So it's one of the good things about filming with Nick on video shoot day. When we have the Vitality oils, Nick's like, okay, Chèrie, what are we cooking now? So that way he gets some food, and I've worked and adjusted lots of recipes for the vegans. If you're not vegan, then you go ahead and use your chicken stock or any other stock that you'd like. And the risotto, I call it the robust risotto. It's delicious. You can make ahead of time. It warms up easy. The soup is phenomenal. And I think I'm going to need to call it quits here so Nick can dive in before this melts, because it's starting to melt here. Okay, yeah, it's definitely good. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy your Lemongrass Vitality.
Zest.